Hello, everybody. Here we are, day two, with our five simple movements for self proclaimed couch potatoes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've been looking forward to this time today all day. Raining here in San Diego, a little chillier than yesterday, which has been a little bit like a summer. And yesterday we were doing one of the exercises for the legs to warm them up and wake them up. And I want to tell you a little bit of what we will be doing today, our second day with our practice. Just a movement a day for 5 days in a row, Monday to Friday, where you can start waking up all the muscles of your body and without spending any extra time, not making a commitment outside of the regular things that you do during the day, but just adding it as additional as you go through your chores. And today, I want to start using a little bit more the upper body. We did legs yesterday, so today we'll focus on the upper body. And as well, I want to tell you one of the tips that we talked about yesterday in regards to creating new habits, either if it is about movement, as what we are doing, or it is about food, as we talked about a little bit yesterday as well. And I'll give you some examples of some things that I think would be very helpful to continue moving on that direction that you want to go. And why is exercise or moving really so important? And I don't like to use the word exercise as much anymore because exercise implies that you are actually going to have to find the time, right? And that probably you're going to exert yourself a lot or even more than you want to. And I want you to think about movement, which is a little different. It's just the getting the body to do activities and stretching and changing in positions in a way that actually feels good. So that's what movement is, and that's what we're going to be practicing today. I want to just look at my notes here so I don't forget anything. Yeah, and I wanted to start today with something a little bit different. Instead of movement, let's just start to feel our bodies. So just stay where you are, sitting down. It's going to be very comfortable, or even get yourself a little bit more comfortable if you can. Bring your hands to your lap. And I simply just want you to start feeling your legs with your hands. So just touching your body and just bringing the attention to your body. Maybe you've been all day just working, just talking to others on the phone or in person, or just paying attention to other things that are outside of yourself. So just come back to planting your hands on your thighs. Just simply touch yourself. And you can just rub it a little bit stronger if that's what you like. You can go a little bit softer, but just simply going back into the being, into the noticing your feelings and sensing yourself, as opposed to the doing, which is probably what you've been doing all day this morning. And if you're lucky, maybe you have some different times where you were able to relax and settle down. And as you're starting to get this different feeling, just noticing what is happening to your system and what all the things you can start sensing and feeling. Maybe you're starting to hear things that are just outside of the room that you are in. Maybe you're starting to smell, the different smells coming from the room around you or from the place where you are. And just stay with that for a few more seconds. Even closing your eyes if that feels good. And now you're waking up your muscles and you're waking up your body a little bit. Yesterday we were doing the leg exercise, which was just engaging the thighs, just squeezing a pillow between the legs. Today we're going to do the upper body and we're going to do an exercise of opening your chest. And this is one of my favorite ones because you can do anytime. And it's simply just leaning back if you're on a chair, bringing your arms over your head right in front of you, and then stretching your arms all the way back behind you, opening the chest. And you can do this as gently as you'd like. So just simply bringing the arms up and forward, and then opening the arms just a little bit to the sides. Or you can do it in a way where you are engaging the muscles strongly, dropping the shoulders as you bring the arms over your head and then stretching the arms all the way back behind you, opening up as much as you can. and you can engage the muscles so deeply that your body is actually even shaking. Just remember, your body doesn't really know the difference between an external stimulus or you yourself making the effort. So let's just do one more time. Bringing the arms all the way up over your head, stretching, maybe stretching your spine a little bit farther back, bringing the arms back, and then relaxing at the end. Maybe stretching your shoulders back a little bit, stretching your shoulders forward, giving yourself a nice hug in one direction to continue to stretch the arms and maybe on the other direction as well. Awesome. How was that? So this is the second simple movement for our self-proclaimed couch potatoes. Or, if you've been injured and you're starting to move a little bit the shoulders, you're starting a little bit to move the upper body, that will be helpful. If you've been sick and also your energy level is really low and you don't have the time or the effort to do other things, but you want to do them as you are doing some regular activities. This exercise, you can do it when you're reading in front of the computer, again, when you're watching TV, even standing up, when you just feel like a nice opening of your chest and a stretch of your upper body and your arms. So, how are you feeling now? I hope that between yesterday's leg exercise and today's upper body exercise, you can start incorporating those two movements into your daily activities. Maybe if it's just once a day, maybe if it's 3 times a day, just see how many you can do as you're going through your regular chores. And after the movement, and we will have one more tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to involve the spine, and it will be another movement that you can do also when you're sitting down. So get ready for that with your comfortable sofa or chair. But what I'd like to talk about today also, just for a minute, as we start feeling those good feel hormones after the movement and starting all these nice bubbly, almost like feeling around the body after we start moving the joints and we start moving the muscles, and we even start bringing the arms, to a position that maybe they have not been all day. I want to just use this positive energy to talk a little bit about the habit change um, sort of strategy that we studied yesterday. And one of the things that I also think is very important, and I heard this from my coach, and I also have been establishing this for, I think, a bunch of years, but it was a good reminder to have. It was to just make the decision when you are starting to create a habit change. And this morning, I went out for a walk to the ocean. It's about 10 minutes from my house, 7 minutes if I go fast. And I realized how I wanted my new habit, and I have it right here on the left of my desk, to go out every day early in the morning, which I usually don't ever do. I like to start my morning slowly in the middle of the day and then in the evening. And that was my new sort of protocol or resolution, if you wish, for the year. So 3 times a day instead of two, as I was already doing, or in a bad day, one. So start in the morning as well. And as I'm walking towards the beach, I realized that I made the decision to do that. And now, even though sometimes I just want to stay cozy at home, drinking my tea and getting up for the day while I read, emails or whatever it is that I'm reading, I realize that I'm ready to go take a shower and and even sometimes without taking a shower, just going, outside even before. So I have made the decision to do that, which is so important. And that's one of the tips that I wanted to give you when you're making a resolution or when you're making this new habit change, is that you actually make that decision before you go. So let me just look at my notes. And as I was saying before, tomorrow we're going to have more of this movement. Tomorrow is going to be about the spine. We've done the legs yesterday. We've done the upper body today. Tomorrow is going to be about the spine, the middle of our body. And we are also going to continue to give some tips, because I think are important in order to make those habit changes that you would like to do. So join me tomorrow. We'll be here again for our third practice. Today was our second one. Tomorrow will be our third practice, our 5 simple movements for self-proclaimed couch potatoes. I would love to see you then. I hope you can join me again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific. I will see you then. Thank you for joining. Have a lovely day. Bye now.